Imagine waking up every morning not knowing where your next meal is going to come from or how you will pay for your own rent. Imagine having a mental illness nobody can see and having to cover it up every day. Imagine having to hide your true identity in fear of being isolated from those you love. Many students come from low-income families who cannot support them. They face many struggles and obstacles that aren't easy to overcome. Things like food, transportation, or money for tuition are never promised. 60% of the wealthiest students complete their studies and graduate, while only 16% of low-income college students graduate. Many students have mental illnesses we can't even see. These can affect their mood, progress in school, and even threaten their lives. You can do your best to perfect your exterior, but on the inside, you feel like breaking down every day. Alcohol and substance abuse are 4 times more prevalent amongst people that suffer eating disorders. Many students hide their sexual identity from the public in fear of being ostracized, as they can never be their true, authentic self. 92% of America's gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender community say they feel more accepted today than 10 years ago. However, 53% still feel that discrimination exists. 4 in 10 LGBT youth say that the community in which they live in is not accepting of LGBT people. We expect our parents or guardians to support our aspirations, but some are forced to put those aspirations aside to provide for their family. A study conducted found that nearly 70% of students work while earning their undergraduate degree. Out of the 14 million working learners, 43% are low-income students. You can be surrounded by friends, but still feel very alone, because no one truly sees the struggle you face inside, and no amount of love from others can make you ever love yourself. A study in 2003 found that people with anorexia are 56 times more likely to commit suicide than non-sufferers. Imagine seeing a love you wish to emulate, but you can't, because things like religion and society has told you it's wrong. You can have all the resources at your leisure, but without courage, it's just not enough. The struggle of having to deal with financial burdens can be taxing, especially on top of the stress of school. There will always be another birthday dinner or a concert that you just can't simply afford. A 2015 report showed that low-income students shoulder more student debt even if they receive Pell Grants. Because of this, 38% of low-income borrowers drop out of college. The constant battle within can consume your daily life, even if it means 30 minutes fascinating over the next diet fad and obsessing over how many calories you've eaten in a day. An estimated 1 to 4% of women have bulimia nervosa in their lifetime. LGBT individuals are 4 times more likely to attempt suicide. Eating disorders research is very underfunded. The National Institute of Health allocates only 93 cents toward research funding. For some, looking for your next meal might be exciting, but for others, it's survival. For low-income women, current participation in the food stamp program is associated with a 9.1% increase in the predicted probability of current obesity. We all have struggles within, some hidden in plain sight.